Economics is all around us, and after taking this course, I've been able to notice this a lot more. Obviously, I'm a college student, but outside of school, I have two jobs. Balancing how much I work at each is a great example of economics in my life. I work at a restaurant as a waitress and as a sales associate at a clothing store at Lenox. I've balanced out my schedule of these jobs fairly well, but sometimes I do get scheduled for both on the same day. In order to decide which job I need to find someone to cover for, I simply think like an economist. My job at the clothing store pays me about $10 an hour, and if you know anything about serving, you know that we make $2.30 an hour, plus tips. It may seem from those numbers I should always work my retail job over the restaurant. However, there are many trade-offs I have to consider with each. Although I know I will make at least $40 in a 5-hour shift at my retail job, my paycheck for that will only be available for me every 2 weeks. Whereas at the restaurant, I could make more than that in tips during a dinner shift and have the money available for me the next day. But tips are never guaranteed and depend on the day, season, and weather. This past Tuesday and Thursday, I was put in this very situation I'm talking about right now. In order to make my decision, I thought about what the opportunity cost would be for each. I had worked at the restaurant on this past Monday and had made no money in tips whatsoever. Because of the holiday season, people are more inclined to stay in on weekdays and save money. Also, the weather was extremely cold, and since my section was outside like it usually is, no one wanted to sit there. I concluded that if I worked at the restaurant on Tuesday, the opportunity cost would not be great enough. I decided to find someone to take my shift and chose to work retail instead. However, on Thursday, I knew that since it was the start of the weekend for people, that people would be inclined to go out for dinner and purchase drinks. The opportunity cost of working my retail job was then not great enough, and because I had this knowledge of economics, I was able to make a more informed decision on how to utilize my time and maximize my profit.